In this video we're going to be talking about how to trace cell phone numbers for free. And before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that any phone numbers that are searched or clicked on are for example purposes only and have not been selected specifically beforehand. So before we get started, I just wanted to make that clear. So one of the methods that I'm going to be talking about is using Craigslist, which I'm sure that many of you are familiar with. I'm sure that if you've been searching for ways to trace cell phone numbers for free, a lot of videos I've been telling you to check Google and check out some other sites. And those are all well and good, but I found this one to be very, very powerful, and I actually stumbled on it by accident. I was getting calls from a phone number I didn't recognize, and of course, because I didn't recognize it, I didn't pick it up. And just let it go to voicemail, and they would never leave a message. And when I went to call the number back, it was just a generic voicemail that said the telephone number and to leave a message because it was unavailable. And so I got pretty frustrated, and I went on Google myself and punched in the phone number, and it actually pulled up Craigslist. And what I found was a bunch of postings and listings that the cell phone number owner had listed, and from looking at it, it looked as if someone was moving, and in fact that was the case. The person that was trying to call me was an old friend of mine that got a hold of my cell phone number and was calling to see if I wanted to purchase their motorcycle. That was a non-malicious example, but I'm sure that probably is not your case. I'm sure it's probably something a little bit more, like possibly an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend trying to track you down, or a prank caller or something of that nature. So to get started, I'm gonna use Craigslist, and the reason I like Craigslist is because a lot of people list their cell phone numbers when they're selling something or when they're looking for a service, and they list it with their name, and they don't think twice about it because it's Craigslist. So the first thing you need to find out, though, is where the phone number or the phone call is originating from. So what I did was I went to Google and typed in the word area code and a phone number. So as you can see, I already typed in 541. So this is the easiest way to do it, to find out where the phone call is originating from, if you don't already know. If you know the area code, you can skip this part, but if you don't, then this is just an extra step you can use. So you can just type in area code like I have here, and then type in the number, and as you can see, the first result is going to show you what the area code is. And for 541, it's Oregon. So just to give you another example, we'll just type in another number. So let's do 916, and you can see it'll come up Sacramento, California. And to just give you another idea, let's say 949, and you can see South Orange County. So now that you have an idea of where this number is originating from, you can kind of figure out where you need to search. So once you find out the city, you can go back to Craigslist and select it. If it's not listed under these US cities, you can click on the state here. So let's just go to our other example, and we'll pick Portland. Now what's going to happen is it'll pull up a search function, and what you can do is type in the number, and I'm just going to type in the area code just to give you an idea, show you. And what you can see here is it'll say search Craigslist, and I would use for sale because that seems to be the most popular. You can search the other ones, but I'm just going to leave for sale. And what you'll see here is you'll see a bunch of listings, and within these listings here is a cell phone number or a phone number. It picked up that 541 area code, and I'm not going to click on any of them because I don't want anyone's numbers to pop up. But trust me, there are a bunch of phone numbers listed here for these people trying to sell all of these stuff, like the desk, a Harley, a bunch of other things. So, and you can do it at your leisure and search Craigslist on your own, and if there's anything on there, believe me, it'll pop up. And usually what the person will list is their cell phone number along with their name, and you can get a better idea of why that person is calling. For example, you might see that it's your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend that's calling you, and depending on how your relationship ended, you can pretty much figure out why they're trying to get a hold of you. If this doesn't work, you can always go and punch the number into your favorite search engine, such as Google or Yahoo. I would suggest trying multiple search engines, because one search engine might not pick up the number and another one just might have it listed. But you need to be careful though, when you're looking at the listings. Like, I'm just gonna do something generic like that, and just be really careful when it pulls up the results. Now, things like this, when you see a bunch of numbers listed like this, chances are it'll be someone asking for you to pay for a specific service to get that number, and some of them are legitimate and some of them aren't. The things to look out for on a legitimate site are ones that will guarantee information and guarantee a refund if it's not what you're looking for, and the ability to search the site before you pay for anything. So just be really careful when you're searching those kinds of sites. So you can try Craigslist, you can try different types of search engines, different social networking sites like Facebook, MySpace, that sort of thing. People list their cell phone numbers pretty frequently nowadays online, not realizing how quickly some of these search engines will pick it up. If you've tried all of these things and nothing's worked, you can try a paid search engine. My suggestion would be reversephoneNumberSearchNow.com, and this site will look up the number for a nominal fee, for a very small fee, and will guarantee a result. If it's not what you're looking for, you can ask them for a refund. And I only suggest this site once you have exhausted all of the other free resources. So, or if you're lazy, if you don't want to bother searching the internet, then you can just go here and look it up for yourself and find out who's calling. And it'll also be listed on the side or at the bottom of this video for you to click on, so it's a lot easier for you if you just want to skip to that. But my suggestion would be to try the search engines, try Craigslist, and try some of the social networking sites. And if you come to a dead end and you need to find out exactly who's calling, then give reversephoneNumberSearchNow.com a shot, and I'm sure that you'll be pretty happy with the results. Good luck, and I hope this helped somebody.